What's up, guys? My name is Omri, and you might know me as Mr. Reese when I'm gaming, when I'm on the PS. Anyways, just came from the Econet Expo, and I just thought maybe let me give my 2 cents, right? Just a small short review of what happened. So, to those who don't know, the Econet Enovation Expo is the first of its kind in Zimbabwe, as of my knowledge right now, right? It's the first of its kind. It's where they talk about 5G, they talk about AI, they talk about VR, and they also talk about AR, like your fancy buzzwords and all of that. So, if you still don't understand, there are exhibitors and there are people who go to see those exhibitors. If you still don't understand, I know everyone understands at this point, but it's like the agricultural show, but for technology. So let's take a look. Let's take. Let's take a look. Okay, so the vibe was honestly amazing. It was welcoming. I think the best thing about this is it felt welcoming for almost every type of person. So you'd see your gogo. I actually saw a gogo. It was an amazing thing to see, seeing your gogo, learning about AI. There was also another gogo who actually spoke. They were called up to the front by the MC, and they talked about what they have learned. So it was amazing. And there were kids, students. I think a lot of students came from high schools, from I think from the high schools there was cheesy girls and Dominican something. I'm sorry, guys. I'm Ankh, so I no longer know these things. And there were secondary. There were also like the universities and all of that. Harare Institute was there, Use It was there, CAT was there, like all the big boys. When it comes to technology, they were there. But before I get into technology, I think there was one thing that I noticed. So when you go to an expo, right, you expect. Sorry, I don't think I'll cut this up. But anyways, you would expect to be attending panels, right? You'll be attending panels, and one thing that I saw was last month I was in Cape Town at Africa Tech Festival. So when they introduce someone, they go like, this is Omri, the CTO of ABC. He's been in the industry for 5 years, and right now he's working at what. Just a brief introduction. But when it came to Zim now, oh my god. Yeah, it was something. No, I'm not like saying anything negative. It's just something. So in Zim, aitita singwa chatosvika pakutotara kuti alright akaya aenda kuprimary kuchegutu aenda kucresh uku kucresh anga ari pastor anga ari prefect anga ari oh my god bro. Yeah, but anyways, that's beyond the point. But it was amazing. There were a lot of amazing speakers. There were a lot of keynote speakers. My favorite speaker was Dr. Alfred Nsaro.
Collaborate with conviction. Because in a volatile world, relevance is not inherited. It's going to be earned. It's going to be the page of one. Thank you very much.
One thing that he mentioned about you know the normal quote that says curiosity killed the cat. He said curiosity in this age skilled the cat. What it basically, okay, I'm not going to preach, but what it basically means, it means if you're not into AI, if you're not curious enough to learn about these new technologies, you're going to be left behind. So beyond that, let's go into like what I saw. So the first thing that was at least a spectacle to me was the BYD car. It's an electric car. As you can see, I think this car is just sexy. I think that's the word that I was looking for. It's a sexy car. You know, if you look in the inside, oh my goodness, bro, everything is like you know, when you watch movies, those space movies and all of that, Star Wars and everything, every lever there, it looks out of this world. It's amazing. When I asked, they said up to, you get up to 420 kilometers on a full charge. And what else did they say? Oh, they said it will cost you 40,000 to 49,000, because the one that they were showing us is actually the one, the full spec car. So it's maximized on everything that you do, on every add-on. Then the one thing that I sort of didn't like was the front. It didn't look as sexy as the outside, you know. I mean, you know, I guess they call it the Frank, right? Yeah. But anyways, overall, I would say this is amazing. Hopefully we'll see these things in Zimbabwe, roaming around. The BYD, I know it's a great company that's making waves even in Europe. So all right, to the next thing. Okay, I also checked out this ZTE stand. So the cell phone. Oh my goodness, the cell phones. So in particular, the one phone that actually caught my eye was the Foldable. It falls in the opposite direction compared to the Samsung Fold. I think it's a pretty good phone, but for $400, yeah, I was pretty amazed because it's really cheap. $400 for a Foldable is out of this world. So I questioned if it's really that good in the insides. So I just took a pic rather. It says they claim to have a 50 megapixel camera. They claim to have a thing over 5,000 milliamps of battery, which is really, really good for foldables. I don't know the thing about creases, but it seems to be a solid phone. So I think it's an aggressive pricing strategy. They'll definitely gain market share in Zimbabwe. I think they just need the marketing, right? And then we have a talking bench. So apparently these guys, they created a bench that responds to users using AI models. So what they meant to, what the bench is meant to do is you put it somewhere where the public is, like at the rank, Kumbari, Gucci. So when someone sits there, they can actually ask it some questions. So we had a small demo with them. It didn't answer the questions really
Buddy,
accurately,
you're
I
in for
would
a
say,
treat.
but
Picana is a super popular Brazilian cut of beef, also known as the top sirloin cat. It's the muscle that runs along the back of the cow, just under the rump, and it's famous for being juicy, flavorful, and perfect for grilling. Now here's the fun part. At the Econet Enovate Expo, we've got a Zimbabwean twist on it. Some of our local
I think it's oh, guys, let me be honest. I don't see the actual use case for this, but it's something just interesting to see that AI is being applied, right? Because for me, I think from the engineer perspective, I think I could create something. I could create my bin, right? Then add a speaker there, add a small language model, and when you go there to the bin, you can even talk to it. I'll call it my AI bin. So I don't know if it's just something with a speaker which is connected to ChatGPT or like any LLM, but it's a use case. At least people are doing things. I think that's the thing that I can congratulate them. Like they are actually implementing. They're actually doing things, right? I don't know which problem they are solving, but they are actually working. So okay, maybe the problem that they are solving would be maybe kids kusina magetsi and they are trying to adoda kubetserwa homework or something. I don't know, it's far-fetched, but toshana nemagetsi futhi, so I don't know. I'm not the right judge. I haven't done something as big, so I'm not the right judge for that. We also had a keynote from the AI CEO, the CEO of Econet AI, Mr. Navdeep. He talked about how Econet is actually creating applications for AI, and I think that's something interesting. Just wish more people would have came and actually started knowing how to use these applications and actually using them. So they mentioned that there is AI for health, for education, I think for security, I think for agriculture. A lot of AI applications that are being built by Econet. So I think the most amazing thing is we are actually no longer just consumers of AI. We are actually building stuff. You're building applications for AI. I think that is something commendable. I think that is something that we should celebrate as a nation, because in this day and age, I'm pretty sure that the ones who go to the top are the ones who are applying AI in their daily activities, in their businesses, in their anything that they are doing, really. So they are creating there's EcoChat AI, Yamrai. We also managed to see Yamrai, the hologram version of Yamrai, and also the robot version of Yamrai. So the hologram version, it was just Yamrai in a tube, and she was introducing herself the whole time. Then Yamrai in the form of a robot, she also came on stage, and they tried to talk to her. I think maybe this was a network issue, but yeah, it was pretty exciting to see. She has a lot of functions. She can talk, she can walk, she can see. She has a lot of sensors, I guess. And they talked about how Yamrai is actually now able to speak in the native languages in Zimbabwe. So there was a demo where you could actually hear Yamrai talk. She could speak in Ndebele, she could speak in Shona, like that. That was amazing. I think that really is the actual real life use case of AI, not the gimmicky things. So you see that for that application, Yamra is going to help a lot of people. The people who don't understand Ndebele, maybe you're in Bulawayo and you need some help or something like that, it will help you with that. If you're too old, maybe you're illiterate, you might be able to get some assistance. You'll be able to change your park, your pin, your everything. I think that is a good direction as to like where we are going with the future. So I also noticed university booths were mostly empty, and I was really heartbroken, to be honest. There were barely any local universities showing up. I would have thought people like HIT, people like CAT would have showed us robots, AI applications and all of that. But yeah, I don't know. It's all right. So we could also see Transformers. We could see Optimus Prime. So from afar, Optimus Prime looked incredible. Trust me, guys, he looked incredible. But when you went like close to, I mean, maybe it's because I wear specs or something, but yeah, it was pretty cool for the kids. They were like the mascots. They were also there. Yeah, it was pretty cool for the kids. They were enjoying. Everyone was enjoying. And the food, the food was nice, bro. With rice, with chicken, with beef, with bacon, with pork, with jelly, with all types of food. And it was for free, guys. And the other guys were also getting chicken in, bro. I think probably, now I think some people just came to eat for free, But yeah, everyone was getting food. Everyone was happy. It was free entry, free food, everything. You see, I really applaud what Econet is doing. They invested their money so that everyone knows what AI is. They don't want us to be left behind. So it stays consistent with their vision. I'm not campaigning for them or anything, but really, you can see there's a difference between people who just talk to that one as AI and people who actually implement the AI into people's work, into people's daily lives, and actually educate. Because I know for sure that patwana gogwari kuzaiye akutononza vazukuru avo izvezvo kuti indotoda chatgpt isai chatgpt mufono mangu isai amra and all of that. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good thing. We should do more of this. I think as for the first, it's like the first time they've done this. I think it's excellent. I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Why? Because I didn't see many exhibitors. I guess it's an Econet thing, so they would have obviously wanted to showcase their own stuff. But yeah, I think there's value in showing maybe startups, SMEs, where they can have booths and they can actually show what they are doing. All right, so one of the things that I might say that concerned me is when I went to Africa Tech Festival, which was in Cape Town, there were a lot of young energies. There was a lot of young startups that were building things, young innovators and all of that. I didn't see that at the Econet Expo. I think for an expo to be amazing, you need massive energy that is being brought out by your young innovators and all of that. So maybe next time, yeah, there should be an opportunity to have a startup section where all these maybe 20, 50 startups, maybe we need maybe we need a bigger venue, right? Because the first day, yeah, it was decent, but the second day, I can tell you maybe more than 3,000 people were there. So if you're someone in tech, yeah, you definitely should have come there. Also, another critique, or I don't know, another point that I have to make is I think we have to prioritize demos more than talks next time. I'm not an expert, of course, but I would assume to make things more interesting, would need people demoing a lot of stuff, showing what their products can do, what their robots can do, what their AI and WhatsApp bots and all of that, what they can do. But really, a big shout out to everyone who contributed this. I know a few of them, and yeah, it was hard work. They really pulled out one of the greatest shows of all time. They also had Enzo. They had Vos JT was also there. So yeah, that was pretty much amazing. So there was also a gaming competition. It was a gaming tournament for Mortal Kombat and FIFA 24. I think it was amazing. There were a lot of people who joined. Personally, I'm a gamer, so I'm very passionate about that. So I actually invited most of the people that when they saw an advert from me. Of course, I won't say I'm an influencer, but yeah, I did influence a couple of people to come there. Some of them won, some of them didn't win. Then maybe next time, they should also add your shooter games, your racing games, like a Call of Duty or Need for Speed. Yeah, that would be interesting. And make the gaming section much bigger, because I know there's a real big gaming community in Zimbabwe. People just want to be given the chance to show their skills. So maybe that's something Econet, your games can do. Yeah. But anyways, guys, I think this was pretty much amazing. It was a good experience. It's something that's supposed to be done every year. It's something that we should all go to if you are interested, even if you are not interested in AI. Actually, it's something that's amazing. Hopefully other companies can do them also, like your Net One. I don't know how that will go. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. You can hit the like, subscribe, or just follow me on any social media at Mr. Reese TV. But next week, I'm going to have a banger of a video. It will be titled, If I Were the Minister of ICT in Zimbabwe. Basically showing you what my plan is, who I would fire, who I would hire. So, ciao. Thank you very much.